Wow, what a game. What a game, man. I don't even know where to begin, but just to say, yo, tip your cap to these guys, man. This is our squad. And that, I open up to say like about because the whole debate all week was like, oh man, does it matter? Do we care? How do we get too cool for school and still say we a Knicks fan at the same time? Like, I'm going back to my travels. We went to Vegas for this team for Summer League. We tap it in preseason with the overreactions. We tap it in regular season with the overreactions. And we going straight to the pro season. So how does this now just become an irrelevant regular season type of game? Right? And then at the same time, Jeff, look on the court at the emotions in this game. Look at my guy, Cardiac Clarkson, as he's willing his guys back into this. Cardiac put their team on his back in the fourth quarter. Did you see Mitchie out there in the fourth quarter? Snatching boards, gobbling boards over the alien, said, nah, this is my court. I got this. Did you see Tyler Kolek out there? Said, yo, listen, man, Summer League, I was getting crushed, but this time, this is for the cup. I'm putting on for my city. I'm putting on for my team. How do you, as a fan, not get behind this? And so, whether you want to say it's for the cup, it's for this, it's for that, look at how the players are treating this game on both sides. Give credit to the Spurs. They came out and they were playing like dogs in this game. I put out my keys to victory in this game, and I was watching that first half like, man, everything I talked about is happening right now. The guards are killing the Knicks. Wemby's imposing, and Cap and Carl are getting neutralized. But yet and still, I felt like this was still going to be a tale of two halves. I still felt it. I still felt like the Knicks were going out swinging. And again, it had to happen first in the non-Wemby minutes. But then when Wemby came back in, give them credit. And like I said, man, those three guys I just named, Kolek, give him a ton of credit. Al, we talked about this on, I believe, on Knicks Weekly. We are seeing Tyler Kolek, his improvement year over year, and now game to game. Because now, as the stage is getting bigger and the moments are getting bigger, you're seeing Tyler be able to handle the pressure, man. He's handling the pressure. He's holding it out. Big defensive minutes in the fourth quarter. Big defensive minutes in the fourth quarter. You're seeing Mike Brown go to the bench. Who's he calling? He's calling Tyler Kolek in the game. That is a big moment for the kid. That's a big moment for the team. Right? That was major. You're seeing Cardiac. Cardiac is doing his cardiac thing. Big time. Mitchie grabbing the boards like, bro, that was, when I say tale of two halves, one of the things that the Spurs were doing outside of the guards and Castle and Fox really killing them, and Cornette, the Unicornette, killing us once again, man. Give credit to him. He's continued to really excel since being drafted by the Knicks. But what the Knicks had to do in that second half, and in particular in that fourth quarter, they had to get gritty, fellas. They had to get gritty. You guys know what I say? It wasn't pretty. It was gritty. Well, this one was pretty, and it was gritty. You had to get gritty. Boy. How many times did we see, especially in the first half, the 50-50 balls? Spurs were getting them, right? A shot goes up. Who's running from the top of the key straight to the back? A Spurs guard. Beating Brunson, beating Hart. Somebody's cutting like they're losing everybody because the Spurs youngsters are playing like dogs. And give them credit. They played a fantastic game tonight. So the Knicks had to get that. They had to muscle that and channel that energy, especially in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, and they did just that. With the bodega's on the bench. He's wincing towel over his head like Willis Reed. Comes back in the game. I said, I can't believe it. Carl is coming back into this game. This is NBA Cup. Doesn't even matter in the standings. And yet we mere mortals are here arguing about who cares about this cup. Look at what the players are doing. Give them credit, man. They went out there in the second half. They took it. Give credit to San Antonio for a tremendous effort, an impressive effort. They deserved their recognition on the main stage, but so did the New York Knicks. And it was the unsung heroes that helped bring this thing in. The dog OG, 5 of 10 from downtown. The corner 3 assassin, attacking the basket like a demon. Then Cap starts unloading. I mean, it was fantastic, bro.
Let's get into some new topics, Jeff. Let's get to the player of the game for tonight, okay? And none other is the player of the game, Jalen Brunson, the MVP of tonight's matchup, man. And let me tell you something. Look, I know that he didn't shoot his best from downtown, but when you needed answers, when you needed somebody to keep you going, all right? Even with the hot start of OG Anunoby in the first half, Jalen Brunson was right there. 15 in the first half, gets you another gritty 10 points in the second half to keep this thing going. 11 to 27 from the field. Yeah, he took a lot of shots. Not his most efficient night, man. Not his most efficient night. But he does what clutch players do. When you're going through that fourth quarter and you're needing answers, when you're needing buckets, he's doing that right for you right there. And he was doing that without being the free throw merchant that a lot of y'all like to claim, man. Free throw merchant. Only 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Wasn't his greatest, but he did what he needed to do. He did it enough, and he was continuously a playmaker, man. A playmaker. And sometimes, even when you're not scoring the ball, right? Just watch how he's attacking anybody who's defending him, using his strength. That is work. That is effort to constantly have to battle for 48 NBA minutes, okay? He is throwing his body into guys saying, yo, you want to guard me? You're going to have to guard me, and you got to work for it. And that's how the Spurs wore down. They want to play a up-tempo, high-paced game, but yet when you do that and then you got to match physicality, you're not going to be there to cross the finish line, and that's why Jalen Brunson is who he is, man. And he played 41 minutes to do so, okay? He led the team in a team-high 41 minutes to get the chip tonight for these guys. To get the Emirates chip, all right? Still was a playmaker, still did his thing, and he was hustling. How about that block that he had on Luke Cornett, man? He was like, enough of this. He said, enough of this. Because Luke Cornett was getting way too many easy looks. He said, enough. Okay, let's get to our role players of the game, Jeff. And there's quite a few people to go around. But, you know, I'm going to go with the guy that you mentioned, who you said you wouldn't be upset if he was the MVP of this game. And I feel like the role player of the game tonight is OG Anunoby. I mean, 20 points in the first half was a hell of a way to come out in this one. So you got 20 points from him. On top of that, you're seeing him guard Wemby. You're seeing him switch on to everybody. I mean, damn. I mean, OG was just all over the place, playing as a rim protector as well. All right. He got his one block tonight, but I thought he was doing a good job just protecting the paint too and making these guys think, and assisting Towns and Mitch when he was out there on the floor, just trying to make opponents think twice. Is this the guy that you really want to go against? And on top of that, he's just giving you everything that you needed in the third quarter too. You're talking about clutch threes. He's giving you clutch threes in that, in the fourth quarter, I mean. He's giving you clutch threes in the fourth quarter. You're talking about just knocking down open shots or just finding open lanes just to cut and get dunks. He's right there for you. How about the pass that Karl-Anthony Towns had to OG for the easy dunk right there? That's
best pass of the season.
That's I mean, we know that he does it all the time, but that's awareness and that's hustle and that's effort. And he's giving you that on both ends of the floor, man. And you're getting a great amount of effort from OG Anunoby tonight. The guy has just been phenomenal, man. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season. And when you think about how even coming back from the injury, right, against Utah, like it took him one game just to get back into rhythm again. He is in all-star form status. This guy should be considered for an all-star this year just for the way that he's been performing. And I mean, he had an efficient night tonight, man. 10 to 17 from the field is nothing to scoff at. 5 of 10 from downtown. The dude was just feeling his rhythm tonight, man. And then on top of that, he's battling getting you 9 boards, and 3 assists, as I mentioned, the 1 block too. So OG doing everything that you're asking for him, man. Playing tough, playing absolutely tough.
Oh, my bad, bro. I thought you was going to keep going. I was letting you cook. I was searching because I know I got to play my role player game. I was like, yo, why is he so quiet? Did he freeze? So, yo, I gotta go with Mitchell Robinson. I'm going to give Mitchell Robinson some love. 15 boards, 10 offensive in 17 minutes, 18 minutes of gameplay. For those of you, 18 minutes of gameplay. 10 boards. 6 of those offensive boards came in the fourth quarter. Victor Wembanyama in the fourth quarter. Lineups with Vic Big Vic, were a minus 14.
Oof.
Part of the reason that's the case is because Mitchell Robinson put him in the 7th level of Arkham Asylum. He was locked up. He was committed. He wasn't just locked up. He was committed. Grabbing boards, becoming a fulcrum on defense, getting those second chance points. This was what was important, man. This was how you was going to beat this team. The one thing that I saw throughout the course of the game was the Knicks were just letting these guys dominate the offensive boards. Dominate the defensive glass was non-existent from New York, and they were getting some offensive boards. But for the most part, the Spurs were dominating on the margins, hitting some threes, going on little runs, keeping them at arm's length. That fourth quarter is where everything turned up. I think if you pick one of Clarkson, Kolek, or Mitch as your role player of the game, you can't go wrong. But I'm going to give it to Mitch because there was a possibility he was going to have to play the whole 12 if Cat wasn't going to come back in, and he was ready to go. So I think what Mitch does on the defensive end, or in basketball in general, is severely underrated because of the fear of his injury history.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't have any injury history, he'd be among the most valuable players in regards to the contract that they have in the entire league. And I still think he is. And I'll give an honorable mention to Ariel Huck-Porty, who played 30 seconds more than me and you, but got a steal, a outlet pass that led to a shot. I got to give it up. These guys stay ready so they don't got to get ready. And they was ready to hoist that cup, man.
So let's get into the key stats of the night, brought to you by DraftKings. Let's talk about it. All right. So in this one, we obviously know what the score was, 124 to 113. The New York Knicks won. This is the one that stood out to me the most, Jeff. And I talked about it in my game preview with my guy, also named Jeff, but Jeff Garcia, though. Knicks won the rebounding battle, 67 to 56. When we talk about second chance opportunities, which we'll get to later, it comes from rebounding, man. And the Knicks, I mean, it was damn near tied in the first half, but the Knicks separated themselves by battling, out hustling, flying in, whether it was guards flying in like Kolek, Hart from the perimeter trying to grab boards, man, or you're starting to see Mitch and Cat just battling for position, as well as OG, man, just to get those boards. 67 to 56 stood out to me tonight. We also see the assist battle. Knicks barely lost that one. They got 27 to the Spurs, 29, but they were moving that rock, trusting the teammates to make the open shots, man. Everyone got the right, was getting the good looks. They just weren't necessarily always connecting. Nevertheless, Knicks got the job done. Knicks won the steal battle 7-4. Knicks won the block battle 6-5. They would lose the turnover battle just by 2. They had 10 to the Spurs 8, but this is where the Knicks started to separate themselves. When you look at the shooting category, Knicks shot 47% from the field, while the Spurs shot 41%. Then you look from downtown, Knicks shot 38% from downtown, while the Spurs shot 36%. Free throw line. Knicks wouldn't win this battle. Spurs shot 77% from the free throw line, while the Knicks shot 73% from the charity stripe, but they shot just enough to keep the lead. And then when we get to these categories, points in the paint, second chance opportunities, fast break points, the Knicks won all 3 categories tonight, Jeff. Knicks won the points in the paint battle, 56 to 44. Second chance opportunities, 32 to 28. Fast break points, 13 to 10. And I thought the Knicks did, as I said, a great job on the glass. That's where it really stood out to me. Just when you look at points in the paint, second chance opportunities, those things kind of overlap. When you got the Venn diagram and you have rebounding, second chance points, and points in the paint, that circle right in the middle, that's where they all intersect, man. And that's why rebounding is so critical. And I always harp on it, man. You got to control the glass when you're in a playoff type atmosphere. They did that tonight, and that's why they came through with the victory. But Jeff, 100%. What of the key stats stood out to you tonight?
Go right to that fourth quarter, man. Fourth quarter alone, second chance points. The Knicks had 13 and the Spurs had 2. And that goes back to the rebounding stat that you had, Alex. The Knicks grabbed 11 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. The Spurs only 2. And that was really it. The Knicks had more steals than them, more blocks, 5 stocks versus 3. They grabbed more defensive rebounds than them. And why that rebounding stat is so important is the Knicks had 31 field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The Spurs only had 19. So they generated second chance opportunities, additional possessions, and that's how they were able to come back down 5 to flip the script on them. And once again, I have to point out, Wembanyama in his time on the court for the whole game was a minus 18. The one of the key areas of focus for this game was, what are the Knicks going to do in the non-Wemby minutes? When the tired, wired, inspired version was, what are they going to do in the Wemby minutes? And in the Wemby minutes, they were plus 18. Plus 18 in a game they won by 11. The non-Wemby lineups was killing the Knicks. Killing the Knicks. This was a game where they missed Deuce and missed Shamit for that point of attack defense.
Yes.
This is another reason why I say, man, y'all can say I'm hyped off of NBA Cup. I drank too much from the NBA Cup and I'm talking crazy. I don't fear teams in the West, bro. I don't fear them. Y'all can say this game don't count, whatever. We saw it happen. The Knicks wasn't even at their final form. They haven't even been playing both sides of the ball 100% well. They haven't reached their pinnacle yet. And they were able to walk down those young boys. I don't fear Houston. I don't fear OKC. I don't fear Denver. I don't fear no team in the league if the Knicks are going to continue to improve like this. I didn't say I don't respect them. I don't say it was going to be tough. But I feel like the Knicks are rounding out into having that team identity. And these players are unlocking new parts of their game and improving upon the old ones. This is the final form that we've been looking for the last couple of years. What would a maximized offense look like? What would diversified defense look like? What would an actual good bench look like? 2.5 out of 3 so far this season, right? But there's still room to grow. There's still trades on the margins that can be made. If you're a Knicks fan, please talk your ish tonight. Stop being humble. There's no reason to be humble. Only one team wins the world title at the end of the year. So you might as well talk as much as you can until the bell rings, until either the Knicks are the last one standing or one of the first to bow out. Talk it. You earned it. We earned it as a fan base and as franchise. Did you hear them? Did you hear the New York Knicks fans in Vegas? Man. Did you hear them MVP chants for Brunson?
Imagine if this was a Saturday, though. Imagine if it was a Saturday. Oh, my God.
Bro. They had to fly Spurs fans. Wemby flew Spurs fans into that arena to chant for the whole game. And they still got drowned out by the New York Knicks fans. We're different, man. They hate us because they ain't us. They know the power of a good Knicks team and the power of the fan base. No propaganda formed against us shall prosper. The Knicks for Clicks era is over. It's over. And it'll be the final stake in the heart will be when this team wins a title. And then they just got to block all of us. They just got to block us from social. They got to cast us out of society because they've earned this. For 50 plus years, they've earned this trolling this franchise. The comeback is going to be sweeter. That's why I say enjoy moments. If you want to know what the championship celebration, the capital C championship celebration will look like, this is a microcosm, man. Take how you feel and multiply it by 1,000, bro. Come on. Get hype.
People
Take
are
some
loving
pride. Like, we did it. We NBA Cup champions.
Energy in the chat, Jeff. People are loving your energy in the chat. They're saying you're on fire. My man is gone from heating up. He is on fire. NBA
Come on, man. It's time, bro. I'm tired of being cool. We root for millionaires that shoot basketballs in hoops. Why are you being cool?
Hey, man.
What's the point? Enjoy this.
Preach it to the choir, my man. Preach it to the choir. Very well said. And that is Key Stats of the Night, my people. Brought to you by DraftKings. Holiday basketball has arrived. And when the stars like Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby are taking over, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is where you want to be. Don't forget, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player goes down in the first half, still get paid in cash. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use that promo code KFTV. That's promo code KFTV for new customers and you can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bets win. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. So remember, people, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code KFTV. That's promo code KFTV, and new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins.
There's something magical happened in the fourth quarter, man. I think I'm gonna say it. Ready? Cat has problems with like lateral movements guarding opposing bigs, right? He can't guard these opposing bigs that are shifty, that are quick. But for some reason, like he locks up Jokic. Jokic like shoots like 13% against him. So what happened there was when he went out, Mitch just ate up the boards. Now, when you put another ball handler in there with Kolek on Brunson, now you unlock Brunson because he's bringing the ball up against pressure, right? Kolek is bringing the ball up against pressure and getting Jalen off already. You're starting with the defense off balance. And shout out to Brown. Him saying Tibbs, man. Shout out to bro. What he did tonight. It took a lot of moxie, man. He benched McHale. He played Kolek down the stretch. That dude looking like John Stockton out there with that floater game and the pull up threes. And now he's Is this the backup that for some reason, man, I'm starting to think, is this the backup to Brunson that's blossoming? And the other thing too, man, is I think if you really look at this game, if you really take a step back, that the way that we played down the stretch of this game reminded me of the old Knicks, right? We were scrappy, we were defensive boarding, we were getting all the pop outs, everything, man. Biggest win of the season, and something in my heart tells me, bro, this is just the beginning. Like we're gonna see the Knicks take it in June, bro. I'm saying the Knicks are taking it in June. Shout out to OG.
Come on.
Let's celebrate tonight, fellas. Let's go.
Come on.